Hello everyone, it's Mike from Downtown Comics, and we are here to go over all the new graphic novels and such releasing this Wednesday, July 17th, 2024. Now, if you're a long-time watcher of my videos, and I hope you are, and if you're not, welcome. Last week's video was really short. It was like 3 minutes long because I had absolutely almost nothing. Now, I'm not going to say that maybe a box came in late, but yeah, so they made up for it this week. There's a lot of Marvel here. So again, if some of this stuff was supposed to release last week and I just didn't get it, apologies, but it's new to me, so we're going to go over it. All right, downtowncomics.com is the place to go to check out the website and then to look at all the new stuff, some of which may not be on this table. And then, of course, liking, sharing, and subscribing, especially if you're a first-time watcher, would be super appreciated. Thank you very much. Let's get going. All right, we're just going to go off to the side here and give you a little look-see at our cute little Dragon Ball Z. This is a figural bank, as they call it. So that's kind of neat. All right, and we'll start with a cool, let's go sideways there with this one. Cool little board book, Batman to the Batcave. Looks pretty sweet. All right. And then we also have what they're calling the revised and expanded edition, so I'm assuming this has been out before, The Turtles' Ultimate Visual History. So a great coffee table book, a great gift for the big Turtles fan in your life, or yourself. All right, let's go to Marvel then. A lot of stuff here. First off, Marvel has a new role-playing game, if you did not know. The core book came out about a year ago. There was an X-Men expansion book. And this, I believe, is the third thing in that RPG, and is done in comic book size. So it's Deadpool role-plays the Marvel Universe. So it's a little comic followed by a adventure. So you get everything you need, the maps and all the DM stuff, but it's based around a comic book story. So pretty cool. $10, and you get a little Deadpool adventure there for your RPG game. All right, this is a reprint, but the Silver Surfer Epic Collection Volume 1, now back in print. Or I'm sorry, I thought it was Volume 1. It's Volume 3, sorry. But it is, it collects the first part of the 87 series. That's what got me confused. All right, so you get the 1982 one-shot, Silver Surfer, the 87 series 1 through 14, Supervillain Classics #1, Epic Illustrated #1, and Marvel Fanfare 51. So that is not new. It's back in print, but if you missed it, there you go. All right, two Demon Wars things. One is this reprint of Demon Wars, and I forget what this stuff. All right, so you get the one-shots, the Iron Samurai, the Shield of Justice, Down in Flames, and Scarlet Sin are all reprinted in this one. And then, in a smaller digest size, you get a reprint of what they're calling Demon Days. And this gets you Demon Days X-Men, Demon Days Mariko, Demon Days Cursed Web, Rising Storm, Blood Feud, material from King in Black 4, and Elektra Black, White, and Blood 4. All right, so all that is reprinted in a digest format, so it's only $14. All right, back to a huge thing, Shang-Chi. You get the whole Zhan Luen Yang, hope I'm pronouncing that right, story of Shang-Chi over the couple of years that he was doing it. So you're going to get the 2020 series 1 through 5, the 2021 series 1 through 12, the 10 Rings miniseries 1 through 6, the Master of the 10 Rings, and material from Marvel Voices Identity #1. So pretty much all the Shang-Chi that was written between 2020 and 2022. Get all that in one book. We have the Cyberpunk miniseries that ended last year, the XOXO, that is reprinted. And last week we had a really good Star Wars hardcover, well, omnibus, I should say. And this week we get an awesome Legend. So this is softcover, but you do in fact now get the whole Thrawn trilogy adaptation, the originals, all in one book now. So you can get Heir of the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and Last Command all in one book. Now you could get it in that omnibus I talked about last week, and you also got a bunch of Boba Fett's and other cool stuff. But if you don't want to pay the $125, you can get this for $50. So all 18 issues, all the adaptations. So that's a pretty good, that's a pretty cool thing right there. That's great stories. All right, we have 2 Marvel omnibuses. One, I believe, is a reprint, because I can't believe that the David Michelin Mark Bagley run has never been reprinted in omnibus form. So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is volume 1. You're going to get the original Amazing Spider-Man 351 through 375, annuals 25 and 26, the Spectacular Spider-Man annual 11 and 12, Web of Spider-Man annual 7 and 8, and New Warriors annual number 2. So this is volume 1, because Bagley did the book for a long, long time. So there's going to be more. And the one that I think is new, that probably I'm wrong, is a new one called Captain America by Mark Gruenwald, another writer who wrote Captain America for literally 15, 20 years. So they're going to start reprinting his run. And we start with Captain America 307 to 350. That was my first Captain America, 307. Was that the one with Armadillo? No, I apologize. So that was my first, right there with Armadillo. That was the first Captain America I bought, right there, off the rack. It's not that I didn't read Captain America before. I kind of remember reading it, but that was the first one I bought. I was like, oh, that guy looks cool. He's fighting Cap. So, yeah. So, and then I've been reading Captain America ever since. Crazy. All right. Anyway, sorry. I'm old enough to go nostalgia on this stuff. All right, here we go. So you get from the original run 307 through 350, annual number 8. That is the cover that you see on the front where he fights Wolverine for the first time, I might add. Marvel Fanfare number 29. You get you get Amazing Spider-Man 278, Iron Man 228. And material from Marvel Fanfare 26 and 31 through 32. So again, this is obviously a first volume. Gruenwald wrote it well into the 400s, so there'll probably be at least one more volume, maybe 2. All right, back to role-playing. The first one did extremely well, and it looks like this company made another one. So the Game Master's Book of More Random Encounters. So yeah, we got in the Game Master's Book of Random Encounters, and it sold out immediately. And I couldn't get it back in. So yeah, don't wait on this, but there's a new one out. So compatible with your AD&D game. All right, let's not let out DC. They only have 2 things today. Okay, so DC has 2 things today, both kind of bigger. So here we go. We have an Absolute Batman. And this is the Grant Morrison Absolute Batman. So this is going to reprint the beginning of the Damian Wayne era. So you get Batman 655 through 658, 663 through 669, 672 through 675, and Batman Incorporated number 5 in an oversized slipcase format. There you go. All right, we get that. Back to Marvel, and we have, what would this be? This would be the 4th, I believe. So Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, those that also did the Batman Long Halloween stuff. They worked for Marvel briefly on collaborations, and they did, let's see, Spider-Man Yellow, Daredevil Yellow, Spider-Man Blue, Hulk Gray, and then Captain America White. So I think this is the 4th and final one that needed to be reprinted in this oversized format. And let's see, you get the whole miniseries, 0 through 5. Interesting enough, comic book historian here, the 0 issue came out, and then I think it was literally 2 or 3 years before the rest of the miniseries. So it was a weird one. So they released the 0, and then there was some weird delay, and it took literally years for the rest of the miniseries to come out. Anyway, that is now available. All right, back to DC with their second and last thing this week. We have the Kurt Busiek Superman in a giant hardcover. So this is reprinting some of his long run on the book. So you get World's Finest Comics 308 and 309, the Man of Steel Annual number 5, Secret Identity, the miniseries 1 through 4, Action Comics 837 through 843, and Superman 650 through 658. So this was a really good run, really good art in that. I would recommend that. All right, there's a lot of popular rock and roll graphic novels. Here's a new one, Blondie. The band Blondie from the 70s and 80s gets a rock and roll graphic novel. Is this all new or is this... Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a reprint or new stuff done just for the band. Not sure. All right, back to our Radiant Black universe, what they call the Massive Verse. Here's Across the Massive Verse, so this is probably reprinting some one-shots and stuff. Let's see. Well, you get Radiant Black #1 just to load yourself in. You get, looks like the #1 issues from a bunch of their books. So you get Radiant Black 1, Rogue Sun #1, Dead Lucky #1, and Inferno Girl Red Book 1 #1. So if you want to dive into that universe, that's a perfect starting point. The Stranger Things The Voyage miniseries gets reprinted. Our first Thundercats graphic novel appears. So the current run, you're going to get 1 through 5. Okay? So 1 through 5. So you can catch up. 6 hits the rack this week. So you can buy that and then catch up. The White Widow miniseries gets reprinted. The Doctor Strange Fall Sunrise miniseries finally gets a soft cover. It was out in oversized hardcover, or oversized softcover. Now it's in regular size softcover. All right, we have a new YA called Who Done It. The EC reprints continue with Volume 4 of Weird Fantasy. Distillery is coming out. I think this is their first graphic novel. So the Somnia miniseries gets reprinted in hardcover. So that is available now in hardcover. And then YA-wise, we get what I believe is the 3rd or 4th volume of these Spider-Man hardcover books. They're cool. It's called Cosmic Chaos, this one. So each one's different, but I think this is like the 4th one they've done. And then we're going to end today with some manga stuff. Battle Royale Enforcers. That's Volume 1, going back to the Battle Royale world. Persona 5 is on Volume 12. And then they're going to start reprinting Haiku, or Haiku? I think it's Haiku. The volleyball manga. So they're reprinting the original volumes now in these 3-fers. So you get Volume 1, 2, and 3 all in one book. So we'll start stocking those in case anyone wants to catch up. All right, well, this is a long one compared. You got 3 minutes on the last one. You got almost 12 on this one. So thanks for watching. If you stuck with me, thanks for watching. I'll let you go because I'm having trouble talking now. See you later. Bye.